Hey guys, Crew Blind with, I'm Eric.
I'm Eric. Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow. Last time on Legends of Tomorrow,
What happened?
was General Washington.
With good old Mick.
With Mick Rory having some bro time.
And a statue.
Mick got a statue.
Rip.
Rip was bad. He was a bad boy. Man, he was a good villain, but he was bad. Definitely.
And you don't want to hurt him.
You do not want to hurt him. You could have shot him in the leg.
I guess. And
like, was better to shoot him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just leaving now." You know, he's like, "Fuck, just shoot him non-fatally." You have a fucking ship that can save you from brain damage.
yeah, well, I mean, they killed White Canary twice.
No, they killed her once.
Twice.
She didn't die the first
They
time.
shot her, and you're like, "Oh my god, she's gonna die." And
She didn't die though.
And then you, it's like, okay, she's better. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she's dead again.
She died once.
They killed her twice, basically, in that episode.
No, they
One
shot
episode.
her.
Yeah, but then she went,
Yeah, but she didn't die.
She probably did.
They came brought her back in. She's like, "I'm fine."
Well, she didn't die either time, because she had brain activity both times.
Yeah, she was more dead the second time though.
She's dead pretty good twice.
So we also had little Adam with the rat.
Yes, which that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
It went from break Sarah Lance's neck to running in a air vent with a giant rat chasing the Adam.
That's why this show was so good. Oh, we also had some fucking in a tent in the woods.
Yeah, that seemed a lot of place.
A little bit. I liked it.
Yeah, I guess. But like, hey, we got only a little bit of time. We gotta save George Washington. We gotta save our friends. And people are gonna die.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just take an hour.
Yeah.
Lay down. You know,
everything worked out, Aaron.
I guess.
It's casual.
Gotta get you naked.
Hunt and chill.
Keep you warm.
Yes. Okay. Did we have a poll? I wasn't in this last one. Did you have a poll?
You were not. Is there room to bring Rip back to the team?
Yeah. What do you mean? He was the captain.
Well, yeah, we have other captains and everyone's doing things and like they seem to be functioning fine without him. So that was
what? Fuck him?
What? No, fuck him. I'm not saying like Vixen and steal him.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying like let him go do something else.
No, I like him, man. That's his ship.
Well, we have. Yes, the team could really use him at 67%.
Yeah.
And no, his role is filled and would be redundant at 32%.
I'm not saying that they can't operate without him. I'm just saying, like, I love Rip Hunter on that ship with his crew. My dear legends.
I'd like to let him go have, like, some peace somewhere. All the crap he's been going through.
He ain't gonna have any peace.
Why not?
The only peace he has is to try to do what the Time Masters should do. He destroyed all them. Now he has a vacuum of...
So let him go and create new ones.
New what? Time Masters?
Yeah.
At the vanishing point? Isn't the vanishing point destroyed?
Make a new one.
Can you?
I don't know how it works. It's time travel. I'm sure you can make whatever you want.
Fuck.
Time doesn't just go there and end.
Yeah.
I mean, it did, but...
I like him hanging out and being there. Yeah, there's room. Yeah. What'd they say?
Darth Kal-El said yes.
Good. Kal-El.
Andrew Courtney said Captain Sarah Lance will do just fine. Rip trained her well, and I myself would follow her to the gates of hell.
I agree. They're just fine. They're perfectly fine. But I also like Rip.
Zegan Bagel said this is really tough. He was a great leader for them, but he also makes a really bad villain for them also.
He does.
Which not only creates a lot of emotional tension,
True.
but intense problems as he knows most of their strengths and weaknesses physically and mentally.
I agree.
Neil Cox said, I would rather have him as a villain. It adds more to his character.
It doesn't add anything to his character, because it's not his choice, but it's fun.
Erica said, since Legend of Tomorrow has been described as a show that renovates cast, I'd say his role has been filled with Sarah and Jax for a reason. I don't think they're going to kill him, but I figure he'll need time to process if he ever goes back to being a good guy. That will also give the opportunity for him to return if they ever lose Sarah or Jax for some reason.
I just have a feeling like Gideon is like a lost puppy just waiting for a master to come home. I just really want that for her.
A lost puppy.
Yeah.
Subrat said, I think he's much better as a villain. And Midget1310 said, I think it would be nice to have him back. Sarah should stay as captain, but Rip should come back as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Rip is going to stay a villain just forever.
Yeah, till he dies.
Yeah. I don't think so. But I would say there's room for him back. I mean, it's his ship. I mean, it's like saying, like, hey, wash my house for me. And then you go on vacation and you come back and it's like, there's no room for you here. Like, well, it's my house. Sick to bed. Fucking squatters.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Fucking squatters.
He gave them. He left it.
Well, let's pop a squat and watch Legends. That's not what I meant.
I see you found a way to cure your blindness.
It's midnight,
future
right?
is full of marvels. I suppose we're gonna have to do this the hard way then.
Damn it.
My guess is that you have hidden the fragment inside you.
Somebody find a light switch or something.
The hell does a light switch look like in the year 3000? Yeah, I guess there's not many places you can go with a light switch.
Yeah.
What's a member of the JSA doing this far into the future?
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
That's sweet, Mick.
No, it's what he wrote on the floor. R.I.P.
Rip.
That's my rest in peace.
Where is it, Gideon?
A small island known as Britannia in the year 507 AD.
Huh. 507? He took that thing, didn't he?
Don't say excuse me, but you sound guilty.
All of the.
I have the foggiest idea what you're talking. What are you doing?
Thieves. They have a certain smell.
Oh, that was just because you didn't bathe.
What'd you steal?
How dare you even say...
What did you steal?
Yep.
Even if I was a leper, it'd be way less obvious than a bunch of knights in shining armor.
There's...
I, Raymond of the Palms, and my band of merry men and women humbly request safe passage to Camelot and an audience with King Arthur.
King Arthur?
As you can see his crest on their shields.
Huh? Arthur's not historical.
I am Guinevere.
What?
We shall escort you to Camelot.
What? Is that the Sword in a Stone?
Legend has to come from something, right?
They don't have the spear yet, do they? Are they rewriting reality already?
This is just a story. This place shouldn't exist.
Right?
There's no need of that here.
Look at that, round table.
All are equal in the court of Camelot.
Okay.
I shall fall on my wisest advisor to measure the truth of your words.
Oh, please don't say it.
Summon Merlin.
Oh.
Stargirl, whatever? Yeah.
What is going on? Why are they all throughout
The
history?
JSAs are scattered. Maybe they didn't die when they died, they scattered.
To help me protect my piece of the spear, I fashioned it into the legendary court of King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table.
Is it in the sword that's in the stone?
Black Knight?
Knight.
Who is it? Malcolm, maybe?
I don't know.
That's pretty good fighting.
I'd rather die than surrender.
Dark.
And you are an idiot.
Have we seen Lancelot yet?
Apologies, you must
Lance?
get this all the time, but I must tell you, I am a really big
Sarah?
No.
Arthur, I was beginning to...
Oh, sorry about the ruse, but I figured it was the only way to get inside.
Oh, hey guys. I see you've met my friend Arthur here.
Oh!
Give us a smile, Arthur.
Is
Gave
that,
him that stupid
that's
thing.
that's what that shit does?
Yeah.
Fair fight! Guinevere! No! Galahad!
Stand fast, or your king dies.
All I have to do is think it, and he slits his own throat.
Why the ultimatum? You have plenty of time to come up with a plan.
Find someone with a preternaturally powerful brain.
You mean you?
Fine, if you insist. Now, all we need is a test subject.
Someone whose mind is pliable.
What?
What?
Who will follow me onto the field of battle?
No! You must fix it!
This isn't gonna end well.
Was that Dead Ray?
You're steel versus swords. Why isn't he going?
Called it. In the sword, in the stone.
I should have known.
Right?
Can she lift it?
Gorilla.
Grod?
Gorilla.
Grod?
Gorilla.
Grod! I'm glad we
Wait,
did it.
bird, bear. Bird, bear, gorilla.
Damn it.
Oh, snap. Yeah, it's a spear tip.
Yep.
Let's get out of here.
So someone gave Stargirl just the tip.
Down.
He has his
his armor.
armor on.
I couldn't resist.
What?
It's like a saber made of light.
Yeah. Just don't call it a lightsaber. Major trademark issues, right? Yeah. Trademark.
Yes.
Didn't he go to a samurai thing?
This is the part where we run.
As much as haircuts a pain in my ass, I'm not gonna let him fight alone.
Yeah.
Down. That's an order. Don't test me, Mick.
Don't threaten me, Bondi.
Listen to your gut, Captain. Don't abandon Rey. Let's do this. Guinevere's knights are not going to be able to last long against Damien Dark's army unless you three...
Take out Midnight's mind control tech. We're on it.
We are.
Amaya, Nate,
We are.
you ready to go get medieval out there?
Nate would be good fighting.
He's made of steel.
With swords.
He's all armor.
I have more patents than Mr. Rory has felonies, and that's saying something. To think that his mind is more powerful than mine. Shut up.
Wait, did you shut up because you wanted to or because he told you to? We can answer.
Answer the man, Professor.
Intensity.
We'll let you know when it's time to take control of the evil army.
Finally, I get to fulfill my destiny. God help us.
Controlling an evil army.
Got some snow falling.
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Stargirl. Merlin.
She can fight.
Yeah, sword seems a little long for her
Came to fight for an imaginary kingdom after all. I came to fight for a friend. A really dumb friend.
Jousting. Shit.
Are these people there killing bad people? Or are they just mind
I don't
controlling
know. That's what I was wondering too. Like they used to all be Arthur's or King Arthur's soldiers.
Poor baby.
people? Is it working?
I think so.
Hey, it's broken.
They're short circuiting.
Arthur! Arthur!
Oh.
Help kill a horse. Okay, he's fine.
I don't do rescues.
Yeah!
You doing going after him?
Fly ass room.
It finished me off, Captain.
Oh. Hello.
Saving your life.
No, Ray.
He's no match for Dark without using the Atom suit.
It's Sir Raymond of the Palms. And on behalf of my 12-year-old self, allow me to retort.
He doesn't have a lightsaber. It doesn't... I thought it would cut like the other swords in half or something. Yeah.
Whoa, it did?
Yep. Shit! He has plate armor and his armor under it, right?
I hope.
Oh, shot him in the face. Yep.
Ray, you brilliant bastard. It's not Ray anymore. It's Sir Raymond of the Palms. Yeah. I'm never gonna call you that, buddy.
We should get going. Where's Ray?
He said something about paying his respects to the Queen before we left.
Funny. Sarah said the exact same thing. I enjoyed meeting you.
And I you, Sarah Lance. A lot.
Sarah Lancelot. I should go. Goodbye, Guinevere.
Now I don't feel bad that Arthur's doing Merlin. A strange thing to say.
I mean, Guinevere had a thing with Lancelot, right?
Yeah.
I think I'd rather make up my future as I go. Nice.
He was king? How's that work?
Also, Gideon.
Eric, you said you wanted Gideon to be a lost puppy dog following Rip. You son of a bitch.
I called it.
No, you didn't call that.
You're right.
You didn't call that.
You are right. I think you pointed that out because I forgot how predict-worthy that thing was.
What?
It was a fun episode.
Yes, it was.
So did I'm still confused because I was paying attention to other things during the scene. But Stargirl created Camelot with her part of the spear.
She got there. No, I don't think she altered reality. Right? I think she just she got there and there was just a town, and then she turned it into what Camelot is, and maybe I don't know, convinced the people.
She didn't use the spear's power.
I don't know that the spear can do anything until it's together.
Yeah. That's why I was asking if she had done that, because that would be able to. But I mean, at least Nate thought that this is fake. That's kind of how he was treating it. That's why he didn't really care about saving these people, because he was complete other way when he was in the samurai time and during the Shogun thing. He's like, no, we have to save her. She's going to be married to the Shogun. We have to save her. She's a real person. It felt like he was not treating these people like real people.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like maybe. They were all real people, but she just got there and turned it into something to protect the spear piece.
Yeah.
And then she was like, hey, Arthur, okay, let's do this. And I guess things just happened to have characters that named the same.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe that was the first stop with the spear, and Rip's like, okay, and they did a thing.
Yeah.
There you go. Here.
Yeah.
The other guys are fucked.
Make this as a sword.
Although, no, that couldn't have been. I'm going to say the one guy, his blindness was cured. But Rip was surprised, so it couldn't have been that.
I think it was advanced technology.
Yeah.
Just like what they were doing with the radio thingies.
And with him, Rip got there and did all that, right?
Yeah.
They said they were searching the thing and the spear was here. How did they get there late?
You mean before he was killed?
Yeah, after that. How did they get there after he was killed? Why were they late? How? How do they, okay, the spear's here at this time, in this year, yada yada. Okay, go right then. Well, damn, Rip beat us. What? You're in a time machine.
Yeah.
I was wondering, how do they get there late? I hate that with time travel and well, we're too late. What? Let's go back in time.
Because, I mean, Rip killed General Washington at the end of one episode, and then they went back in time before he was killed to save him. Yeah, I get you.
Go the day before. Hey, we were here tomorrow. Rip killed you, took the spear.
You're dead.
Can you give us a spear, please, or come with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No, I get you.
I was just how?
I was gonna say well, I guess the time aberration happened, and they went to go investigate it, and then he's already dead.
But no, they were using the thing to track the spear, though.
Yeah.
So there was no aberration that sent him there.
It just happened to be that they were using it, and it tracked to right after he killed him. I guess.
It's the same thing as where they went that time. They went to the 500 AD or whatever.
Yeah.
And when they went there, the spear was still there. They hadn't taken it yet.
Yeah.
Because it had more defenses around it, I guess. But, what if they'd have gone a week later?
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say maybe there's some kind of entry point into certain time. You have to it's like a hyperlane in hyperspace. You can only go in certain lanes, or else you're fucked.
Okay,
maybe there's something like that.
You're on the highway, and here's the exit to Marietta.
Yeah,
but if
you can't just get off anywhere, you have to go there.
Yeah, you can't just drive ahead and turn.
Maybe you have to go off the exit in time, and then from there you can then take the smaller streets to get to a certain place you want to be. Versus just being on the highway and then just and jumping off into there.
There we go.
That makes sense, I guess, but that's us being very forgiving. But yes, we'll say that.
Yeah, I was just
okay.
It just irked me.
What do you think thieves smell like?
I don't know. Dirty money.
What does dirty money smell like?
I don't know. Go to just smell money.
I think they probably smell like WD-40.
What?
Because they're slippery.
KY jelly.
That's just sexy.
These can be sexy.
Name one.
Golden glider.
What a terrible choice. I hate her.
Cisco would disagree.
You should have said Leonard Snart. I'm like, hell yeah. Alright, is Ray king? What was that?
I don't know, I guess. There was a crown
he was being
crowned
crowned
on his head.
Isn't Arthur still king in the Arthurian legend?
Arthur
Or was
didn't
he
have a lightsaber.
was he becoming like a member of the Knights of the Round Table, or like
That could have
like
been
a
maybe,
duke
I
or
don't know.
something?
That looked like a crown though. It didn't
Yeah.
look like you are a knight. So,
Well, I mean, he had Excalibur, like the special sword. Like, did he become Arthur? Because that guy really isn't fucking Arthur. Because there is no fucking Arthur. Right? Oh, the fuck it is.
I don't know. He didn't have Excalibur though.
Well, Excalibur was the sword in the stone, but he had like a special sword that people saw. You know, you're kind of mixing the legends, of course.
Yeah, but tomorrow.
Yeah, and it was Galahad's sword, though.
Yeah, and there was no Lancelot.
No.
I don't know.
I like the lightning effect, because you actually can't do a straight-up lightsaber effect. Like, it can't look exactly like a lightsaber. You gotta do something different. It's the same thing they did with Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and it kind of looks more like a bong. When they were doing that, they asked Lucasfilm, like, hey, can we do this? And they're like, well, it can't look like a lightsaber, and you can't use any of the colors we've used already. This one was like a very light blue, which we've kind of had light blue, like that aqua look in episode 4 and stuff, but I thought it was pretty good still.
Yeah, and it was
had
very
the-
like jolty back and forth.
Yeah. It was very jolty, but it was very 2D of an effect, I felt like. Usually you want to have some kind of like, I mean, it was random, but you want to have some kind of like, make that blade like crackle and pop. And I felt like it was like 2D effects doing this, like over and over again, like repeating frames almost.
Maybe.
So, but it was still really cool. And it was a fight in the snow. I always like fights in the snow. These were cool.
Even though you're like, where'd the snow come from? Like, we
Yeah.
said it was snowing earlier,
But it gets snowed.
covered quick.
Yeah.
You're like, maybe it's up a mountain. Does Vixen not have to go back now? Like,
Yes.
before, like, she was there, and
She
then
left,
left,
in the
and then she's like, they met up with Obsidian, who said that they went on a special mission against Hitler and them, right?
and they went with Rip, but that was Rip before
And then they never came
this
back,
stuff.
and they were
Yeah.
like dead.
Well, they're hidden in time, protecting.
So now if she goes back to that time, there's nothing for the JSA for her to do because they are already set in that.
Yeah.
So if she goes back, she has to
So
find
she can
something
just
else
be
to
a
do.
member of the Legends now.
She could be, yeah. The only thing I'm wondering about is
Has she had a daughter
Vixens
yet?
and that kind of stuff, like how the future Vixens will work out. Like,
Yeah.
could she have a future Vixen in the
Well,
60s?
I guess Star City 2066 or 2166, the whole like Deathstroke thing, right?
Yeah.
And Green Arrow, that happened because the Legends never came back.
Yeah.
So did they have to come back at some point too?
I guess.
That's a good point though. Like, has she had a daughter yet?
And Diggle has a son now, so maybe it could
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
I wonder if they were like, hey, Diggle's gonna have a son next season. They're like, oh, how about this season of Legends, we give him a son in the future? And they'll be like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
That wouldn't work. Flashpoint hasn't happened yet. What are you talking about? What's all this shit? I don't really have much else. This is a fun episode.
Yeah, that's all I really had.
I liked Mick being able to be the smart one in this. The more intense one, I should
Yeah,
say.
he had an intense brain.
Yeah. Herschel. Could Gideon be used to somehow restore Rip's original brain function, which brings him back on the team? Honestly, that was like when I was thinking of like last episode, like shoot him in the leg. Gideon could probably save him. She was able to restore Sarah back from death, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know if she can fix his brain, though.
Doesn't she have like a brain thing that she does? Like, it's like a blue thing that opens up and it's like brain shit. Because she was able to find Rory's thing. It's in his head, and didn't they do something with brains? That one episode
I mean,
where he was seeing Captain Cold.
they did like brain surgery and removed something from his brain.
Well,
But I
no,
don't know if Gideon really helped with it.
Gideon did something
Right.
else. Because Stein did the brain surgery.
Yeah.
What else did they do in that episode?
They did a scan, right? I don't remember anything else. Because you're talking about with Mick, right?
Yeah, but they were like Mick Rory was like, "Give me use this thing to look into my brain," because they were looking at someone else's
Yeah, that was
brain.
a scan thing. They
Yeah,
were
but what
scanning,
else are they doing? I don't know. I can't remember either. But I thought they were doing some brain stuff. So, is it possible? Yes. We'll see. Is Gideon smart enough to know that she shouldn't listen to Captain Hunter? Or is she loyal to him alone? Or has he programmed her that way? I don't know. We don't know. It could just be like a red herring, kind of like, oh shit.
Well, if he's programmed to listen to him,
Yeah.
he's still him. He just doesn't have the good memories and goodness of him.
So we'll see.
Well, Samuel said, my face when Rey has a lightsaber and he's fighting dark, like Rey and Kylo in episode 7.
Yeah.
Rey, Kylo, part of the Damien dark side.
Yeah.
He just like that.
In the snow.
Yeah.
In the woods.
He just like that.
Yeah. It's not bad.
And then he got shot in the chest.
He did. Curiosity Kitty. How does Vixen just break Excalibur? I love the Camelot tie-in, Merlin/Arthur, and Gwen/Sarah Lance a lot. So glad I caught that Lance a lot.
What?
Lance a lot. I don't know if that was Excalibur of legend. I think that was just a sword that was made with the tip of the spear. And then what Rey was using is actually Excalibur, and maybe he is like Arthur now, like in that legend, because first of all, this shit ain't real.
Did they say he was using Excalibur?
No, they didn't. I just thought he was, because it was like sort of legend, and it was like the only like special sword we saw in the whole thing.
Isn't
right?
it just because he lit it up?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
But that's just my assumption. I'm not saying that it's what they said or anything like that. But how does Vixen just break Excalibur? Well, I mean, it was not real.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a thing used to hide.
The thing she pulled apart wasn't just like,
yeah.
It was like, I think it was connected together to make it look like a sword so she could shove it in.
Like, this isn't actually Arthur stuff. Because one, I don't know if Stargirl like made it just like by saying you should call yourself Arthur. Or I don't know how it happened.
Well, I mean, she made it, and there's the legends that are the books now.
But we don't know if she did anything with the Spear of Destiny.
No, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
I mean, she could have just been there and like just built this kingdom by talking and getting things to work out, and people following this Arthur guy, and they just believed
by
it.
being Merlin, she like
Yeah. Like maybe there were people that were those names and stuff, and someone
based off of
someone that lived in this crappy little town just wrote this book.
Sure.
And like, oh, hell, there's this Arthur guy, and there's a Guinevere, and maybe they like each other. And they just wrote a legend, you know? Like, this would be cool.
Yeah.
And then she just took that town, made an actual place, and then it changed the legend. That was what they kept looking at. James says, does Legends of Tomorrow seem weird or unevenly paced compared to Flash and Arrow?
Does it seem unevenly paced? Mm-hmm. Does it mean the show itself or individual episodes?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the show itself is serialized, so they get up to different shit every week.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of that classic old school radio, a new adventure every week. You know, you sit in front of the radio and listen. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the style they're going for. The pace of the show is the same as Flash and Arrow, I would say.
Flash Gordon or Buck Rogers?
Buck Rogers in the 21st century, 22nd century. Sonny, what do you think about Rey being able to beat Dark in a sword fight? I would say without the Atom suit and the magic sword, he wouldn't have stood a chance, and he didn't. I mean, he was getting cut down.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't do very well. I don't know if that's... I guess that extra energy in the sword is what cut the other sword.
It did,
and that's pretty much what made him win, and then he lost.
I mean, he would have been a lot better off if he just took all that shit off and was Atom. And, like, you know, went small and went up his nose
around,
and
shot him.
Like, fly through his brain. I mean, yeah, so...
That'd be cool.
In a sword fight, yes, but...
Jeffrey said, I think Rip Hunter might be the most interesting villain this show has had.
He certainly is, he is a foil for all of their plans. Like, he can outwit them because he is a time master.
Yeah. Like, he knows procedures. He knows, like, what Gideon would do with things. He knows, like... I mean, he knows where the Spear of Destiny is, you know? He has a one-up on him.
Like, he knows that these guys had the Spear of Destiny, so he went to go get Dr. Midnight's Spear of Destiny, and while he was there, picked up the shit that he could use in the Arthur times. Alright, that is all the Q&As. Very fun episode. Aaron, we need a poll. So we're a little iffy on where Rey fits into the legend, with him being crowned and shit. But one of the most important things in that legend is Excalibur. Did Excalibur show up in this episode? And if it did, which one is it? Is it the classic sword and the stone with the piece of the spear in it? Or was it the atom-infused magic sword lightsaber thingy that Rey used to defeat Damien Dark? I'm going to go with the magic sword thingy Rey used to defeat Damien Dark.
The sword in the stone.
Yeah?
It has to be a sword in the stone.
It broke.
What?
So you live in a world with Excalibur. It's just broken in half.
No, it's not broken.
How dare you?
No, it's not broken.
Go to patreon.com/blondwave and you can find out where you can vote in that poll. And this is the end of the video. So... thank you guys for watching this episode of Legend Tomorrow. If you would like to watch the next one, you have to wait till next week because we don't do these early access. So. Can I have that? Yeah. That just slid right out of my mouth. Well, subscribe.